Making the business cases early on is very important, as nowadays businesses don't do things for philanthropic reasons. It's very much, how does this impact on their bottom line? We use some of the businesses that we've worked with in the past to think about what does it mean for a business and what are the benefits. Early on we started talking about some of the macroeconomic benefits, things like the fact that it costs £45,000 to keep somebody in prison for 12 months, or that it's costing taxpayers something like £300 million more to keep people in prison than it would do if people were out working. But actually the reality is businesses want to know what's in it for them. We came down to thinking along the lines of the talent that's available for them, about employing the right person for the right job at the right time. It's not about positive discrimination. It's not about employing somebody just because they've got a criminal record. It's about employing that person because they're the person that you need. I think one of the reasons it's hard to get businesses to engage with the ex-offender agenda is the number of myths and misconceptions that are out there. It's the fact that people believe that once a thief, always a thief, whereas the reality is that if you haven't reoffended in a 2-year period, the likelihood is you won't reoffend any more than the normal person in the street. There's also the misconception that actually none of the other workforce have criminal records. The reality is that 1 in 4 male people within the UK have a criminal record. The likelihood must be that you're already employing ex-offenders whether you know or not. There are a number of positive attributes that ex-offenders bring with them. A couple that spring to mind are things like loyalty and training. Offenders are very much aware that you're giving them a second chance, whereas others might not. For this, they'll be very loyal to you. They won't abuse the system for fear that they might lose the job. They will give more than other people, and they're likely to work with you longer. Very important when you're paying something like £5,000 to recruit somebody. Another positive attribute is training. The fact that during their time in prison they will have been trained in a whole host of different industries, different ways to work, and maybe even things like health and safety. If you're running a restaurant or similar industry, then it's very useful for you to know that you're employing somebody who's worked in the prison kitchen, got experience in a similar environment. One of the key things that we found though was very much about businesses talking to businesses, because they understand each other's issues, they understand where they're coming from, and actually they're talking along the lines of, we're doing it, why can't you?